Steelers fans, stay tuned because the Black and Gold Zone starts right now.
AFC North Road game week 1 versus a worthy and hostile opponent. We're excited about getting the job done. Obviously, we got some work to do, but it's great to do that work with the win in your back pocket.
Good evening, I'm Alby Oxenrider, and welcome to the Black and Gold Zone. The Steelers do have a win in their back pocket, but might have a major injury along with it. On Saturday, Stephon Tuitt signed a 6-year contract worth $61 million. Now there's fear that he could be lost for the season. Tuitt left the game in the first quarter. We spotted him grabbing his left arm after tackling Isaiah Crowell for a loss. He did not return to the game. Coach Mike Tomlin said he'd be evaluated tomorrow for a bicep injury. Tonight, Adam Schefter reporting that the Steelers fear it could be a bicep tear that would end his season. We're going to know more in the next day or so. Now to the Steelers' win over the Cleveland Browns. We're asking you to get in the game tonight in the Black and Gold Zone and take part in our Black and Gold poll. Tonight's question is, who was your impact player of the game? Antonio Brown, Jesse James, or TJ Watt? Vote at WPXI.com/vote now, and we'll get your final results in just a few minutes. It looked good for the Steelers early in the game. Special teams getting the first score of the game. A block punt by Tyler Matakevich and a friendly roll in the end zone. Anthony Chickillo with the first touchdown of the season for the Steelers. Defense was swarming early on. Deshaun Kaiser under pressure. The Steelers finished with 7 sacks, including the sack by Cam Hayward. Steelers offense did nothing on their first possession. Cleveland got the ball back thanks to a pass interference on Sean Davis. The table was set for a Kaiser keeper. The Browns got the ball on the Steelers' 24-yard line, and on the second play after that penalty, Kaiser takes it himself, and the game was tied 7-7. The Steelers punted on their next possession, and when the Browns got it back in the second quarter, more penalties for Pittsburgh. Not a good day for penalties. On the first play, Ryan Shaziers called for roughing the passer, but the Browns punted. Later in the second, the Steelers finally start to get that rhythm. Ben to Brown, great concentration, and a 50-yard gain. Steelers in good field position. The drive finishes with Roethlisberger to the outlaw, Jesse James in the end zone. Steelers back on top 14-7, and right before the end of the second quarter, Kaiser sacked again, this time by new Steelers quarterback Joe Hayden. That was the last play of the half. The Steelers head to the locker room with a lead. Second possession of the third quarter. Roethlisberger and the Steelers open it up again, this time looking deep for Brown. Interference call on Jamar Taylor, and that sets up the Steelers. Up 14-10, Roethlisberger to Jesse James again. Their second touchdown hook up on the day, and the Steelers are in control. Up by 11, 21-10. TJ Watt, what a memorable NFL debut. He led the Steelers in tackles, 2 sacks for TJ Watt. Watt also had an interception that stopped the Browns' drive. Watt returns it 17 yards to the 34-yard line. 6 plays into the fourth quarter, Ben is intercepted. Pass intended for Martavis Bryant, picked off by Derek Kindred. But the Steelers' defense got tough. First play of the next possession, Kaiser under pressure again and sacked by Hargrave for a loss of 9. That's the 7th sack for the Steelers, but the Browns wouldn't go away. They take it down the field, and Kaiser gets his first touchdown pass of his career to Corey Coleman. After that, the 2-pointer cuts the lead to 21-18. Nail-biter time, but a gutsy play. On second down, Ben throws it up, and who else but AB comes down with the ball. The Steelers run out the clock, and they escape Cleveland with a win, 21-18 over the Browns. Ben Roethlisberger is now the winningest quarterback in the history of Cleveland's football stadium since 1999. How about that? More wins in that particular stadium than any Browns quarterback. Chase Williams with the story of what worked for the Steelers offense from Cleveland.
It's arguably the best offense in the league, and it still may be. But after today, it's obvious there's a lot of work that needs to be done. But good thing for the Steelers, Ben still knows how to find Antonio Brown.
I've got all the trust in the world in him. He's got it in me. I don't think there's any two guys that work together more than him and I do. So it's fun to watch him play and to be on the same team as him. I thought Antonio Brown, with the number of plays that he made, critical plays that he made, was big time.
I'm sure you've watched AB on TV before, but to see it in person, he's pretty amazing.
Right, yeah, I've seen him make those kind of catches, like you said, on TV and stop 10 plays. But man, to be on the sideline and be a part of it is crazy. He's the man.
All it takes to get the win. Just the first game out, so we knew we'll come out a little rusty. But we got the win today, and we got a lot of room to grow and improve.
Whatever it takes to win, but what did it take to put this ensemble together today?
This outfit?
Yeah.
A lot of good shit. A lot of hard work and sacrifices for this.
And the same goes for this offense. No matter how many talented players they have, the Steelers will need hard work and sacrifice to get to where they want to be. For the Black and Gold Zone, Chase Williams, Channel 11 Sports.
Thank you, Chase. When the Steelers added Vance McDonald to their roster, Coach Mike Tomlin said it was because the tight end position wasn't varsity enough. Well, Jesse James earned his varsity letter this afternoon. He was a reliable target for Ben Roethlisberger this afternoon, hauling in 2 red zone touchdown catches, and that accounted for both of the Steelers' trips to the end zone. James, much like Heath Miller, just calmly takes it all in stride.
Obviously feels good, but, just doing what the offense needs me to do, make plays whenever the number's called.
One thing that did not work very well for the Steelers was the running game. Le'Veon Bell reported to the team just 6 days ago, and it looked like there could have been some rust. Bell had 10 carries for 32 yards and struggled to break free when he did carry the ball today. Out of the backfield, he had 3 catches for 15 yards, but after the game, he wasn't fazed by that performance.
I don't know. This is like a normal game week to me. I'm going to treat it like a normal game week. I'm going to go home, rest. Tomorrow, take care of my body, do my maintenance things, have some meetings, watch the film, enjoy my day off Tuesday, get back to work Wednesday. So I'm doing my normal routine.
James Conner saw his first NFL action today as well, relieving Bell at times, but he didn't fare much better on the ground. Conner had 4 carries for just 11 yards, and he told us about the message that Ben Roethlisberger had for him before the game.
But before the game, he told me, he said, just get those nerves out the way, all that, you're a Pittsburgh Steeler and it's hometown and all that kind of stuff. He's like, get out the way, we got, trying to win the Super Bowl.
The other big issue the Steelers really have to iron out besides the running game, those penalties. The Steelers are penalized 13 times today for 144 yards, and 5 of those penalties resulted in Cleveland Browns first downs. Coach Tomlin knows that part of the game has to get better and fast.
We were highly penalized today, and, we got to be better with our hands and eyes and feet relative to our positions. And so we'll get back in the lab and work hard in those areas.
Were the Steelers playing down to the competition? Was the Browns defense better than we thought? It's just part of what we're tackling tonight after the Black and Gold Zone. Stick around for the Subway Final Word, the best sports debate in town. It's really great to see when a first-round draft pick pays dividends in Game 1. We're looking at T.J. Watt's big day next on the Black and Gold Zone. And we have a few minutes for you to vote on your impact player. Go to WPXI.com/vote now and get in on the conversation with us.